My passion is to help people become healthy and successful. And right now, I'm involved in what is considered a large project. One of those, like I told you before, gets you excited at the same time you think, what was I thinking? And you end up explaining it to people who are important in moving that project forward. And you're thinking, how do I explain it to them? You could do it the usual business-like way of, the typical elevator speech, or go into further explanation. But what's important is to engage your audience, whoever it may be, by telling them the story behind it. If you can have a story and think back sufficiently, you will find a story. And as human beings, we like stories. Think about all the great books. They have stories in them. That's how you engage people. What happened to somebody, examples, moral stories, that help people, stories that, that you're saying don't do that. Stories behind them stick much more in our brains. And even on a business level, when you can tell a story, I don't mean a fairy story, I mean something that engages the audience, that lets them know that you're human, that they can relate to you on some basis, then you have much more chance of success of engaging them in your team as well as in the project. So look for it, look around, think deeply, what is your story? Right now, amongst other things, one of my big projects is to start a diagnostic center in a developing country, in Nigeria to be specific, actually. And in doing that, it looks big, and how do I tell people about it? Over the years, with my practice, I have come across several people, not several is even an understatement, I've come across hundreds of people who have needed my expertise, but have been unable to give them that expertise, mostly because maybe it's not available or they can't have the proper equipment to help them with it. And I'm thinking that's not fair. In this day and age, most people should have it available to them. Yes, it may cost them a bit, but they actually spend quite a bit already. And for a little bit more, they can get world-class service. We're all entitled to it. So the story behind it is that it started from when my grandfather passed, and I was talking with my aunt, and I was thinking, she was saying, oh, why don't you come back, and why don't you come and live? And I'm thinking, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. But I have always felt this pull of wanting to contribute. And I'm thinking, how can I do it? And finally, I settled on this. And every step of the way, people are coming to me and saying, oh, guess what? We need this. Can you get this moving? And that is my stimulation, both in my grandfather's memory, in honor of my aunt who, gave it becoming more concrete, and just realizing that there are numerous people out there with their own stories of what happened to them due to the lack of adequate or timely care. And, I don't want to go into the gory details, but some of them really would bring a tear to your eye. And I think that some of them are preventable, and I just want to do my part in it. That's my story. What is yours? Just think back and find out what motivates you, what was the catalyst behind what you were doing. And when you explain it to people, they will tend to engage with you. They will want to join you, those that you want to attract. Okay, that's it for now. Have a wonderful evening, and make sure you subscribe to my newsletter below for special offers and other things that you won't otherwise get. Bye.